How's it going, YouTube? I'm doing outstanding, and I'm back in Beltmatic. Anyway, so lately I've been watching these animated reels of D&D group called Legends of Ventress. It's fucking hilarious. Uh, but the one that keeps running through my head is the one where Gricko the Goblin has to like give up a joke in exchange for something. I can't remember what was in exchange for. It wasn't brought up in the animation, and I haven't listened to the whole series yet. But uh, you know, like, oh yeah, what joke is that? And then the freaking like everybody in the crowd is just like, oh, it's gonna be the one the DM hates the most. It's like, no, I was saving that for the finale. Uh, oh man, sorry. Anyway, it's D's nuts jokes. He's no longer allowed to make D's nuts jokes. It's like, oh, thank God, I thought you were going to turn me into a mind goblin. you know? And then, of course, the guy that's next to him, God, I'm forgetting his name. He was just like, what's a mind goblin? Could you explain that one to me? What's a mind goblin? I don't know. It's really funny. You'll have to look it up yourself if you think it's funny. The premise of said joke. But he also mentions that he like learned some stuff from the Sugandese. It's funny. I think it's funny, even though Deez Nuts jokes are just ancient by now. They're just funny. I think humans have been making dick jokes for as long as well, dicks have existed. I think it's pretty funny. Yeah. So for these four, I am just simply gonna shit. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. I'm gonna hide them up here for now until I decide to actually put them in. Let me go reattach this bad boy to down here. Okay. That already has zeros. So that's dealt with. I just need the tens, hundreds, and thousands. How do I handle the tens here? I suppose I could at least bring the tens up, but I don't know. Looks like I just do some fucking ridiculous shit like this. To a 5. Oh, I mean, could. No, that's a really bad idea. I'll do it up here. Second 5. Okay. Bring this one down to here. Through to there. Alrighty. So let those filter in. Get all dealt with. Now for 100, I don't know if I want to do this, just relatively simple, or if I want to put it through a different system. Because if I go ahead and grab this, bring it up here. Yeah, so that's the output there. But I think the exponentiator is like really, really slow at the moment. It'll get faster, but ten to the power of 2 should be 100, I think. Right? Or am I dumb? I don't know. Let me look it up. Let's see. Yes, okay. That's what I thought. I don't know. I have been dealing with airports and sickness and whatnot. I am tired. Just roll with me here. And that's wrong. Like I said, work with me here. Not that it's entirely wrong. I will do that as well, but not right there. So now I need to find a way to feed a bunch of 10s and 2s. I guess technically I could run the 12 through a subtractor, but it seems convoluted. Oh, no. I forgot. This is set up precisely to make zeros. Buckle. Luckily, that is an easy fix. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I wish there was some way to split this number itself into two pieces. Because I just realized subtracting 2 from 12 doesn't actually get what I want. What I do need is tens and twos. So the exponent itself is 2. So let's get that in there first. Okay. And now that's not what I wanted. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not that it wouldn't theoretically handle it anyway, but okay, so that's putting out 100s. I'll let those fill into the system as much as they can. In the meantime, while I work on 1,000. now I just need to get some more 10s. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So I think it'll work fine for now, but once it actually has to start calculating, you'll see just how painfully slow it is. So I need to speed up the exponentiator a lot. Yeah, that is filling up really slowly. And that would be why. So 243. Go. Let's start producing 243. The problem with making this even better is that these lines would all have to get much longer too. Instead of just 8 in, I'd have to do significantly more than 8 in. Probably 24 in to get 24 out. but it goes up quite quickly once it's going. 64 a second, or 4,000 a minute. Almost. Should be faster, but obviously there's some limitations. And now it's going to be even slower. Yeah, reduced to about half that speed. Unfortunate. So I'll let that get up to 6,000 and then start making 824s. Realistically, I guess what I should do is have 3 entirely different systems. So I can put in 3 separate numbers at once, which is 8. And that would leave you with 1 open side. Oh, God, but that's going to be terrible. Ah! Yeah, especially since I need the 10,000th place, at least. Well, I suppose the 4th side would be for this number. At that point, I would have to basically undo all of this, and I really don't want to. What I need to do is find a new way to generate these numbers, because clearly finding them is not the most efficient method. It can't be. You know what I could do? Get these further along so that I can have double the output. No, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 more outputs, so never mind. That's fine. I'll figure things out. Oy, oy, oy. It's already up to 4,000. It's not moving too terribly. I don't know if this is even necessary, to be honest. I don't think so. It looks cool, though. But it is probably slowing it down. Not a fair representation yet. Okay, so that has it now exceeded its goal, so we'll set it to 824. Should have just copied it. This needs to be set to a 2. This needs to be set to 8. And that can stay at 0. I do kind of wish there was some sort of logic gate system where it's like, if this, then this kind of setup. But it's fine. Because, like, if it detects zeros on a belt, then it could grab from another belt or something, you know? It should switch over to 824 pretty soon here. There we go. Only needs 4,000 of those. And we should see a decent increase in how fast the exponentiators are putting these out. It's not the worst output, but it's not exactly the fastest either. I wonder, will this smooth the output? It does. A little bit. That's not what I wanted. So these would be the two lines that you would notice the difference. It's working on it. It does switch much faster now, which is precisely why I moved it in the first place. So as soon as I hit this, we should see decent increase. Ooh. There you go. Look at that. That is a decent increase. You can see it more in the flashing than you can on the belt, I suppose, but... we'll do that a couple more times, I suppose. So let's get this up to 20k or something. I don't know. While that builds up... oh, man. Am I really going to set up a... well, here, let's get rid of our mess. Leave a comment down below if you guys have any ideas for a faster way to generate the individual numbers so that I don't have to maybe hunt for them. That'd be nice. Unless hunting for them is really just the easier option, I don't know, but... exponentiator, that was definitely the better option there, but... is it efficient at all to say, let's take 8, right? I'll put 8 lines. One, two, three, four, 6, 8. No. Okay, so what I was thinking about doing would be getting it to 8,888 and then splitting that into 4 lines by dividing by 10, 100, and 1,000 to have. But yes, technically, I could move 8,808 a lot easier than I could that many rows of 8s, but I would still have to have the right amount of 8s on either side. Let's see. I am curious about maybe... if I do this and this. It's going to be a weird one, but hear me out. Put this to all the A slots. And then we put 5 into the B. And this should return 3, 2, 7, 6, 8. Right. Okay. Which we will put through a divider. Which will be weird. But let's see what happens. Well, first, we want to multiply... Well, we need 10,000. That's what we need. So... let's get one of these running on a 5 somewhere. I don't need a ton of 10s right now, so this will do... is that 10 to the power of 5? I'm pretty sure it's 10 to the power of 5. No, 10 to the power of 4. Even better. Not a final placement. Just a functional placement. Oh, wait, that's not gonna... Wait, no, that did return the 3. And then it remaindered the 2768. Okay, so we're on to something here. I think. God, it'll be complex. But... So this will output 768, 68. Okay, so I think... Yeah, and this should spell out 32768 if I do it correctly. Uh, so this one we want 3. The other one we want 2. Can't be the closest 2. Jesus. Let's see, now that is ridiculous luck right there. And then... But the question becomes how many of these can it put out for how many that can create. And of course, that only covers part of my numbers. Um, I mean, it still helps. It helps a lot, I think, if it produces enough of them. So let's go ahead and do 3, 2, 7, 6, and 8. Right. It's going to produce them quite slowly, of course. But as a concept, I like it. I just need to improve upon it because I need something that can get to Well, I guess I also need to know the largest number I can produce, because that will have an effect. So let's go ahead and take 19 and put it through the exponentiator on both sides. I'm pretty sure it doesn't get any bigger than that, but let's see. Yeah, it doesn't get any bigger. So, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I only need it to be 9 digits. So I need something that will produce anything at all with... Alright, so let's see. What is... Well, so it doesn't have to be 1, 2, 3, 123,456,987 or 789. It could be any variation that has all the numbers. This is really close. It just doesn't have any 2s or 5s. Alrighty, well, I'm going to pause this episode here. When I come back, I will have a number that I'm aiming for. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You have a good one.